Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel after a really long period of 3.5 months. So kind of a big span, but still somehow we are going to deal with right now with agriculture optional. So first of all the best to all those who are preparing for the UPSC mains with agriculture optional and obviously other optional also. At the same time, those who are preparing for the state civil services with agriculture optional, this video is really important for you because for the very first time the state civil services has adopted the same written examination system as the UPSC, like central exams. So this is the first time that we will gonna write with mains with written matter. So without wasting time, as we have already wasted a lot, just get into the main subject, that is why agriculture optional is beneficial. So see, whenever you went through any toppers like UPSC point of view, I am telling you this because till date I have, if any, not a single person have any idea how state civil gonna frame the question or how state civil gonna design the framework of the optional subject, as it's very first time of theirs also and the students also. So whatever I am telling right now is on the basis of central exams. So see, whenever you went through any final merit list of the UPSC, when final results declared, you will get to know that the toppers who have 1 digit or 2 digit rank have a good command over essay, at the same time ethics, because GS is, see, in every year we have seen the pattern that on GS 1 2 3 4 everyone has like same kind of or same range of marks, like 100, 90, sometimes 135 also. But whenever it comes to essay and GS4, that's what the you can make it to the these are the subjects that can make it to the final list. So instead of, sometimes what I have seen or many people have seen is, whenever the person with single digit or double digit rank, if even if they have gotten very less marks in the essay and the GS4, they have got really well ranked, not because of the interview or something GS1 or GS2, but it's just because of the optional. And optional is always a game changer in UPSC, and it will be a game changer in state PCS also, because right now they have also adopted the written system, written examination instead of MCQ pattern. So whenever the option you are choosing the optional, be aware that if you have a really good knowledge of it, you have good command on it, even if you don't have a graduational background for the optional and you are starting from the scratch, make sure that it is just, don't choose the optional just because every topper is choosing the same. Like there is a trend, like every year the trend changes. If topper or the ARI 1 or 2 have sociology optional, then remaining other people will take a sociology optional just because they think that this is what they will this subject will give them a rank. But that's not the case, because as the data I have seen, see, there are about 2000 people who are with sociology optional giving UPSC mains, 1309 people with PSIR optional giving UPSC mains, and at the same time with geographic optional and mathematic optional there are about 700 to 800 people respectively about the optional. So case is that whenever a trend changes or whenever a topper with another optional which is not in a limelight came in first digit or 2 digit rank, boom, it's like people went crazy, aspirants went crazy. They don't see their graduational background, is there technical or theoretical or practical, and they just go with the flow and just choose optional just because they think that it will give them a rank, and which is a total disaster for them. Because see, changing the optional with every situation is, you are just doing disaster for yourself. So without wasting time, let's see why agriculture optional is important and how it will be beneficial. Because as you see, agriculture optional is really a very high scoring subject without making too much efforts. Like with sociology, every time the trend changes, every time you have to give a new example, because they already know, examiner already know what you are going to write about it, because already there is a lot of material. But when it comes to optionals like agriculture, you have already a vast knowledge. Like you can see, if you are seeing writing the anything, like from even from definition to diagrams, there will be a change in two people who are having the agriculture optional at same, because there is a wide variety of everything, like examples, whatever you are inculcating in the paper. So without wasting the time, let's see how agriculture optional is beneficial for those who don't have any, like not See, basic line is agriculture optional is important and easy for those who already have a bachelor's or PG or a PhD in the agricultural background. At the same time, for the people who are from non-technical backgrounds like non-engineering people, plain BSc or art and commerce people. So this is what it will be important for you to decide your rank. So without wasting time, let's see how it works. See, when it comes to agriculture optional, it's a first of all, it's a very basic and very easy optional subject which can make you to the list. At the same time, everyday research is going on the agriculture. No matter it's from the machine technology or variety of the cereals or variety of major fruits and vegetables, everything is there. From pest and diseases to like cure and measures or symptoms, everything is changing every day. So you have ample amount of material that you can include it in your answers to make it more beautiful and fetchy. So these are some. We will today we are going to discuss what how to study agriculture optional. From tomorrow onwards, we will discuss syllabus, and from tomorrow onwards, we will also discuss PYQs of agriculture optional. Because if you really went through thoroughly through the PYQ of the agriculture optional, you will get to know that the pattern and the questions are really same. Just what matter or just what matter has changed is just if they are asking a short note, next time they will ask a full-fledged question like 15 marks, 20 marks. If they are asking for 20 marks, they will ask next time some short note or something like that, or diagramic representation or like that. So without wasting time, let's see how it can be a good optional. First of all, in agriculture optional, to get a very good marks, the key point is in every question you can draw a diagram. Like one diagram is equal to 1 mark, and you know how 1 mark costs us, like a whole 1 year. So if you write an example, or if you write any definition, or if you write any explanation of any cycle like grape cycle in biology or biotechnology, or whenever you are like if it comes to horticultural side, if you are explaining pruning training, you have to just simply draw the diagram. Even though you don't have a good explanation, and if you have a clean and neat diagram, you will get a good mark, like 2 to 3 marks also. So if you calculate like that wise, even average 2 marks for each diagram, there are about 40 to 50 marks you are getting just because of the diagrams, which will reduce the time of yours also and the examiner also. And no matter however you clever you are, just take into mind that don't make examiner too much frustrated about the answer. The much answer is clear, the much diagrams are neat, the more marks will you get. So this is the strategy that always works. Instead of giving like we write examples, like for example something a question has we have written everything, and right at the end of it we have written, for example, do grass. So instead of do grass, write do grass also in the bracket, write its scientific name, that is I think Cyanalon dactylion. So instead of having normal names, write normal names as well as the scientific names, which will get you or fetch you a very good marks, because scientific names are really important. Through our whole degree, what important was scientific names. At the same time, when it comes to pest and diseases, please write whole nature of the pest and diseases, like scientific name of the pest or the disease. At the same time, family from which it came, and kingdom, and if other information is available. So that's how you can make your answer very attractive. See, if you went through PYQs, only scientific names and the family is the part that many aspirants avoid. At the same time, it's very cliche and difficult. But other is very easy as compared to others options. Like if you went in PSI or sociology, you have to write about a lot of thinkers, and no matter how much thinkers you have, at the end it's very less. So instead of doing this, you can, if you see the cost benefit analysis, you can go for this also, agriculture optional also. At the same time, there are like they have a a fixed pattern. They will ask only particular cereals, they will ask only major crops. It's not like our degree exam or the PG exam that we are gonna ask minor crops also. They just focus major crops, major cereals. At the same time, important oilseeds also. I will provide you the list also. So these are the kinds of things that you should have take into mind, that always written the scientific name. At the same time, whenever you are writing it, the optional paper of agriculture, you should have introduction. Even though they didn't ask the definition, go for the definition. Hardly 10 to 12 words, because we have word restriction. It will again cost you a negative marking. So instead, have a 50 words intro, 150 words or 100 words of body, and in conclusion, you can again have 50 to 60 words. That's how you can make an identical answer. So whenever you are giving any intro, give its introduction, its historical background, from which it has originated, or something like that. Recent news or context related to it. In whatever happens, the body, the major part, whatever it is, positive or negative, conclusion must be positive. Like at the end, you should give a way forward that will help government and the common people, because we are the thread which will connect government on the and the common people. So if we write negative, we will place like a negative person who has no solution but only complaints. So instead of that, no matter the how critical the subject is, always give conclusion on positive note. So that's what is about writing the answers. Then we will now discuss important cereals for the exam. That is, first is wheat, maize, third is rice, barley, oat, sorghum, and pearl millet. If you went through PYQ, these are the main important cereals without which, like rattoning in the sugarcane, they have asked short note on rattoning in the sugarcane in I think 1997. So these are the kind of things, like very short notes, or very in the short note also you can provide a solution. It's not like if they're asking you a short note, you just give information about it, but you can at the same time you can give any update which is recently in the news. For that you have to read magazines which are very agriculture specific. No matter it's in the native language or what, you can just convert it into your language, in which medium you are giving to exam. Then important pulses, which every year ask the two questions on the pulses, like green gram, black gram, horse gram, cowpea, and two. These are the 5 pulses. See, there is not a lot major list which we have in PGs or the bachelor's degree. There is a very crisp note. The only thing and the only paper that matters in DP is paper 2. In paper 1, we will have a very short list of even baseline diseases also, but when it comes to botany and biotechnology, we have some very detailed analysis. We will see that again later, but right now it's important. Then important oil seeds, that is soya bean, groundnut, then rapeseed, mustard, sunflower, sesame, safflower, Niger, castor, and linseed. Castor and linseed are non-edible seeds, non-edible seed oils, so have that in mind. Then important fibers. See, when it comes to fibers, there are revolutions also regarding fibers. So don't miss on this point, because even if it's very small point, it is the what will make at least one question every year. So first is cotton, second is jute, third is sunhemp, fourth is dencha, fifth one is silk, next is jute and wool. So these are important fibers. Then commercial and fodder crops. The important aspect and the favorite topic of the UPSC agriculture means every year 2 to 3 questions are there on commercial and fodder crops regarding their pest and diseases, also at the same time how it cultivates and what are the commercial advantages of it. So first is sorghum, then pearl millet, then oats, then hazelnut, then lucerne, then cowpea, and maize. That's how it is. And then this is all the agricultural part, like those who have degree in agriculture or bachelor's or PG, it will remain is equal to, because all these are the agricultural crops and also under agriculture. But we also have major fruits which are again beneficial for the horticulture specialists. So major fruits are mango, grape, banana, guava, orange, cashew, and mushroom. See, mushroom was not in the list till 2010, but from 2011 to right now they have asked on mushrooms like crazily. Because mushroom is not that much, mushroom is not that much kind of food which has enough of glamour in daily to daily life. But right now, mushroom, everyone is eating mushroom because everyone wants to be healthy. So mushroom is also now major food. So have a look on that also. Then plantation crops. The most important part is the plantation crops, like coconut, cashew nut, tea, coffee, little wine, cocoa, and areca nut. In this also, cashew nut and areca nut and coconut are the 3 kind of plantation crop without which UPSC paper is incomplete. So have a look on that. See, whenever I'm giving you this kind of list, just go through a scientific name, family, the origin from which country has been introduced, how it has been introduced, and a little bit of history. Just go little search on the history, and then varieties. Instead of giving the disciplinary varieties, just went out to the new, because see, everyone knows the specific variety, but no one knows the updated variety. Even if you get to know about new varieties that we have used. So from the varieties, you can go to the ICR website that is providing latest varieties that are mentioned in this situation. It will be beneficial for you also. Then the vegetables which are being major, tomato, leeks, tomato, all these vegetables, and red honey.
that is then we need to again a very critical but at the same time high quality subject because they are going to something of numbers as well as semester not as students. We have to take discrimination. Then one was excellent. We are regulated because the teaching of the covers they have to be other form of process they are not on the commercial use. So there is one of the point that must have these kind of projects for which are we are using the commercial level that we are exporting it also. At the same time, we have educational and technical food also, so don't go into that niche deep because see at the same time, end of the day, we try to see the cost benefit analysis and cost benefit analysis is only beneficial for us. So that's it for the educational problem. I have the main problems, major spices, which are very major. Then I have 20, headings with the 20 major spices which they have asked. Experiment on the YouTube and it was the useful period for the channel. So they really will be able to so yeah. I think that's it for the today. But this is a very important topic of agriculture also as well as also. So from sorry, the PYQ from 1994 till 2022 we discussed all the PYQs. So we have the syllabus copy only every single time you are doing it. The syllabus is very important for all of agricultural anyone who comes to do actually this cover very clear idea about what option is which matter is there because this is the only thing that will make it to the final. So yeah, that's enough for the day.
So we'll meet tomorrow for discussing of the obviously syllabus. We will start from the agroecology, that is the utmost and critical part of the agriculture optional. So stay tuned for tomorrow and like, share and subscribe. Suggestions and criticism, constructive criticism is always welcome. So yeah, good day.